Starting a new job can be a really exciting moment in our lives, but we often always consider what the heck we should be doing with this new salary, with this new income. And lucky for you, you landed on the right video, because today I'm going to talk about 3 money moves to make when starting a new job so that you can set yourself up for financial stability and be able to say yes to more of the things that you desire to do and not worry about if you have the money to do it. So if you are new here or a returning member of the Maximize Money Gang, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey, because there are some guys that watch my video. My name is Jocelyn, and I teach Black women like you how to use your 9-to-5 incomes to save more and spend wisely so that you can do more of what you love without going deep into debt for it. So again, on today's video, we're going to talk about some money moves you need to make when you get that new check, when you get that new job, so that you are maximizing every coin that you've earned and using it for a greater good and a greater purpose. So let's jump into it. Number 1, make sure that you sign up for your 401k or your 403b match. And especially do that if they offer a match. You know, some companies do not offer them, but most companies do. And ultimately, these accounts are retirement accounts, and they help you to save for retirement in a low maintenance kind of way. So you don't have to worry about like going in and managing anything. Like everything is pretty much set and, you know, determined by when your ideal retirement age is. So if you are in your 30s, for example, like they can set up different funds so that you would receive them in 2059, for example, and that will make your account a lot more aggressive. But I don't want to go into all the nitty-gritty of that. But what I'm trying to say is if your company matches your contribution, please take it. And I want to make that a realistic example. So let's say you join a company that matches, you know, they allow you to contribute up to 6% and they match 3% of that. So that means that you are going to be getting your 6% that you've earned plus the 3% that they are giving you, which totals 9% of the revenue and the money that they are putting, you and them are putting in that account to take out later on in life. So 6% sounds a lot better. 9% sounds a lot better than 6% when we're talking about money that we're going to be getting, you know? And I've talked to so many different people who are like, okay, girl, but like, I don't want to have that money come out of my account right now. I could be using that for other things. And you are absolutely right. You can be using that on other things. But the beauty of taking advantage of a 401k with a match is that you are essentially getting free money from your employer. That money is yours whether you stay with that company or not. As long as it's a part of their rules, you know, and they guarantee that, you will always have that money. And having that money is going to increase the amount of money that you have in retirement in the future, you know? And the sooner you start saving for retirement, the better it's going to be. And I'm not using this as an example, but you can also use retirement funds for other things. You know, let's say you get laid off, or you know, you have a medical scare, you know, or you want to buy your first home. It is possible to borrow against your retirement. Do I recommend that? No, but if you are in a desperate time, know that you have that money stashed that can be utilized. But I prefer that you do not do that. And if you do, you need to talk to your provider and make sure that that's possible. But that is the beauty of being able to take advantage of that free money. 9% of a balance in an account is much higher than 6%. So I don't care if you are 20 years old. If they are offering a match, contribute up to that, you know, please do it. I cannot emphasize how much I wasted not doing that because I felt like I wanted to use that money to go shopping or to go on a trip. Like, you can still do those things, but we have to think about the future because anything can happen. You can lose this job. You can go through some life challenges and you're gonna wish that you had that money, whether it's now or in the future. So please sign up for your 401k and contribute up to the match. You know, if it's 3% and they match up to 3, just do 6. But again, 6 is better than 3. Again, if that's your money, you're gonna want the max amount, and that is one beautiful way to make it happen for yourself. Number 2 is kind of connected to number 1. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it actually, so I'll make it 1B. So 1B is to adjust your tax withholdings, because in the United States, there are tax brackets, and sometimes if we go from making $70,000 to $110,000, that can sometimes bump us into a higher tax bracket, which means that your take-home pay is a lot less, and you may potentially owe a lot more if you don't adjust those tax withholdings. I'm not a tax professional. Please consult with the IRS or your tax professional, but that's just something I personally went through, and I want you to avoid. So adjust your tax withholdings as well, so that you don't owe a lot of money when it comes to tax day. So moving on to point 2, and that is to adjust your new pay in your budget. I call a budget a spending plan, especially if your income went up, which is what I hope for all of us, our income to go up. We don't leave a job to make the same income or less income unless you're looking to switch industries. I think it's common there, but if you're staying in the same industry, baby, we're not going downhill. We getting more money because we've gotten more skills in this industry, in this job. So pay me for my skills, pay me my worth. Especially as a Black woman, we already don't get paid the most. We actually get paid the least. So baby, ask for the maximum. And once you get it, adjust for that new pay in your spending plan. So if you have more money now to play with, I recommend not playing with it. I recommend you actually allocating more of it to your emergency fund, especially if you don't have one. And an emergency fund can be used for emergencies. And you know, that can be a new car you need, that can be something that needs to be fixed around the house, that can be a medical challenge, that can be you being laid off from your job. You know, having at least 6 months is what I recommend, but it's also okay just to make it to the 3 months. So if you don't have an emergency fund and you don't have 3 months of your living expenses in an emergency fund, please start there. Start building that, even if it's $100 every paycheck, even if it's $100 every month, even if it's $20. Just make it a recurring habit, and save it in a high yield savings account. And if you don't know what that is, comment below and I'll be sure to make another video on it. But please save, because life comes at you fast. Adulting is hard. Adulting is very hard. So having the money to handle life's unexpected moments is going to be beneficial in the long run. We can't just live for the moment every single day. We can't YOLO for the rest of our lives. We are no longer teens. We are adults, as my mom says. So start with an emergency fund, get it up to at least 3 months and then 6 months. And then after that, put it towards something that you desire to do in your future. That can be buying a house, that can be buying a new car, a dream trip, or it can be just going to buy that wig that you've been wanting, you know. Go do that, you know, but make sure that the priority is your emergency fund. And again, 3 months the minimum, 6 months is great, 9 months is even better, because it takes a while to find new jobs, you know. So I want to make sure that you have what you need in the interim, so that you're not stressed, because I was stressed when I got laid off, girl. Anyway, that's point 2, is to adjust your new pay in your budget. And if you need a budget, or you're like, girl, I don't even have no budget, I'm scared of budgets, don't worry, I got you. I have a free spending plan that is linked in the description below, and you will be able to understand where your money is going and coming from in less than 1 hour. All you have to do is just plug in your numbers, and it'll tell you how much is being allocated towards each thing. And if you don't like what you see, that's your first wake-up call to make some adjustments, you know. So download that below. It is strictly for my 9-to-5 girlies who want to save more, spend wisely, and enjoy more of what they love without going into debt for it. Again, I don't want us to operate in a lifestyle inflation perspective. I want us to know that we have enough money with this one job to live comfortable lives and do the things that we want to do without stressing over it. So download that below. It is FREE free 99. I'm FREE free 99. Okay, shout out to Sexy Red. So again, great template. I've gotten so much feedback from it. And if you have an idea of what you want to, you know, put your money towards, comment below. If it's a house, if it's a vacation, if it's a car, let me know, because I want to root for you, girl, and I'll give you some additional resources on how you can get to that goal quicker, okay? Because I'm all about enjoying our lives, but making sure we have the money to do it. The third point is to, you know, not inflate your lifestyle and keep your expenses the same. So one thing that I used to do, is treat myself. If I got a new job, if I got a sign-on bonus, if I got more money, I would likely blow it. And I look back on those years in my early 20s and I was like, girl, you would be so much further along if you had the mindset back then that you have now. You would probably not be working right now because you would have spent 10 years building a solid foundation, building a solid investment strategy that allows work to be optional. And that is what I want for you, especially if you are a 20-something. If you are a 20-something, baby, please comment below. Let me know if you're a 20-something-year-old. Comment below because y'all got the juice right now. You know, there is so much access that you have between technology and social media and just so much information out there that can help you get ahead quicker. And I want you to take advantage of that. So if you are a 20-something, baby, comment below. Let me know. I'm a 20-something. You ain't got to put the exact age. If you want, please do. I don't think there's any harm in age. I'm in my 30s, you know, but I have some resources for you and I want to make sure that I can get them to you. So comment below, but please keep your expenses the same. Do not go out and spend it on all this stuff that won't matter this time next year. Spend it on stuff that's going to help you elevate. That can be, maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you're an influencer, a content creator. Maybe you do want to buy the house. Like, there are just so many other things that we can do that will bring us much more fulfillment than materialism, you know? And that's not to say don't do those things, but like do them on a smaller scale so that you can put money towards the things that will outlive you, that will help you to also live a better, fulfilling life. So that is my last tip. If you want to learn more about how to live a luxury life on a budget, check out the video that's going to be popping up on this screen. I highlight 6 ways that I live a luxury life on a budget and give you some pointers on how you can determine what makes sense for you based on the things that you desire and that you like to do. So go ahead and check out that video next. I think it'll be a game changer for you. And let me know below if you have started a new job. Tell me what you're doing now. I'm happy to root for you and cheer you on. So cheers to new jobs and higher income in this year of 2024. And I'm rooting for y'all. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone who did start a new job. And if you want to see more of this content, you'll show me that by liking and subscribing and commenting. So if I get a lot of good feedback from this, then I'm happy to create more job-related financial series. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.